You don't know fucking better. You know what's going on. Carlos Jet, stupid boss. I'm down South Philly right now. I'm 7th and Wolf. Sliding through. A very interesting morning. Big Bang Theory to the motherfucking weekend. So what we have here is another desperate attempt by the law enforcement agencies and their stool pigeons and those that are interested in what you might call PUA or some kind of under the table agreement. Right? I'm not afraid to share some personal information about myself under the current circumstances. Like, I don't really go for, excuse my language, for the kiddos out there. But, so, as of now, I call myself trying to use my rights as an American citizen and stay at the shelter for just a few weeks. Meanwhile, at the shelter, I'm being attacked. First it was, I'm carrying around a razor in the shelter, and they try to kick me out. And then that didn't work. 2 weeks go past, and now I get kicked out the shelter for no apparent reason, right? I'm just not allowed to even use the shelter. Now, a few days go past. A few days go past, and I'm in my U-Haul unit. And here it is. Just a few weeks from when the accusation came out of the federal courthouse of a sexual assault claim that had no merit to it. I look up the document number in the court system, and the document doesn't exist. I email the courts about the disturbance claim that came from the ultimate accusation. In the document, the whole thing doesn't exist. So, all right, cool. I guess they threw it all out, right? Now here it is. I'm in my U-Haul unit. These people that are supposed to be subcontractors cleaning the U-Haul unit on the 8th floor. Now, again, I'm getting harassed at the federal court building. That got erased and discarded. I'm getting harassed at the shelter. I can't even be there. They saying I have a deadly weapon, a sharp razor on me or something like that, 8-inch razor or something. All right. I'm in my U-Haul on the 8th floor. Closing my box, I walk away with the cart, pushing the cart. And then all I hear is screaming, and this guy comes up and grips me up before I get to the elevator. Long story short, another accusation. Right? The police walking around in their narc cars and shit. Another accusation of sexual assault in the U-Haul building. Started a big argument, but long story short, these people, they didn't want to file a claim that day. They said they wanted to help me. All right? The next day, after all the arguing, and they supposed to check the cameras, now I go into the U-Haul and I'm leaving. Here they are. Here they are waiting at the bottom of the elevator to again grab me, harass me, call the police, and so on and so forth. They didn't really call the police. Instead, they wanted to argue and bicker back and forth. Ultimately, we made it to the police station. When we get to the police station, they give the police their false claim of how I pushed the cart in the lady's direction while they were cleaning. And then she said I was lingering with my penis hanging out. The whole thing is, none of that is true. None of that is on camera. And not only that, the cameras were off. right? So what's the chances? I go in there, 7:30 a.m., they turn the cameras off, and then now she tried to throw up a sexual assault claim. So I'm like, so what the hell's going on? What are you trying to tell me? Like, I'm confused. What are you trying to tell me? They get to the police station. Their whole thing is they can't see nothing on cameras. The cameras off, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, it leads to I have to move my shit from the storage unit, and I'm not allowed there anymore. So thankfully, that was all worked out, and I didn't get arrested. I was released from the police station on Broad and Callowhill, and I guess it's just another one of those failed attempts, botched attempts. Maybe the goal was for my clothes, my property and stuff like that to be all out in the street. I don't know. We got the same thing that happened in 2 to 3 weeks in the federal courthouse and then in the U-Haul station, in the U-Haul. And again, these are supposed to be private contractors who are there cleaning the U-Haul or whatever. But they turned the cameras off on the 8th floor for whatever reason. Or whatever, they ain't got no camera footage of anything that took place that morning. So, again, just another one of these scenarios where my rights are constantly being challenged. My rights are constantly being challenged as an American citizen, and all stemming from the falsified indictment coming out of Camden County, New Jersey, the Camden County Federal Courthouse, right? They changed the name on the front of the building and try to trick me on my spot. So all that stemming from there, right? I just want to share that story. Again, I was released at Broad and Callowhill for another sexual assault claim and whatnot. So, they want to turn the cameras off on the 8th floor and make wild accusations, so on and so forth. And I gotta move my stuff from there. I'm not allowed in the U-Haul anymore. This is just bogus, man. This is one thing after another. It's just getting out of hand. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to speak to a mayor. Maybe I need to speak to one of these city councilwomen. I don't know. Who I need to speak to figure out what the agenda is, coming from one of these prosecutors or one of these government agencies. I don't know. How do I protect myself from somebody just walking down the street and saying I'm doing something that I'm not doing, they can't even prove it? So they just want to arrest me, harass me, grip me up, try to shake me down. And all in all, it's all bogus and foolery. ZBM no bending. ZBM monopoly, man. Esquire up. You know what's going on.